A bittersweet sight in North St. Louis. A church severely damaged in the May 16th tornado is finally coming down tonight, more than 11 months after the storm. Centennial Christian Church stood in Fountain Park for 80 years. Its demolition is a step forward for that neighborhood, but it's also a sad loss. The church partially collapsed in the tornado and was condemned. You may remember Patricia Pendleton, one of the victims who died in the tornado, was inside the church volunteering when the storms hit. The church has been in the heart of the Fountain Park since 1945. As pieces of it came down today, there was sorrow and hope. First Alert 4's Shoshana Stahl reports on those there to witness Centennial's final hours.
As demolition started Monday morning at the Centennial Christian Church in Fountain Park.
To see it torn down, it's extremely devastating.
About a dozen parishioners gathered around to watch, including Gloria Alfenbein, whose family is closely tied to the church that had been standing there for 80 years.
My grandfather was a minister of this church, and his wife was one of the founders that started Centennial Christian Church. And my family that I know and grew up with, we have always been a member.
Fountain Park was one of the hardest hit areas from the May 16th tornado. Centennial Church heavily damaged from the storm. Neighbors like Reginald Jackson are ready to see it go.
It's about time.
Jackson has lived in Fountain Park for decades and says driving by the building is a reminder of the devastation.
It's been hard. We were wondering when it was actually going to start on this.
The demolition marks the beginning of a new chapter of growth here.
It's a strong community. We're going to regrow. It's going to take time.
Monday morning, church members gathered around here in the park to share memories of the place they spent so much time at for so many years.
It's been probably the most difficult year of their existence.
The church pastor says this isn't the end, though. There will be a new church here as Fountain Park rebuilds.
We're people of faith. We believe in resurrection power of our community, in our faith. And so, yeah, this is something we have to go through, as many neighbors in North City have, but it's not the end.
There are no official plans yet, but the pastor says it could include affordable housing, a health clinic, and a kitchen to serve the community.
It's not just about rebuilding our church, it's about rebuilding the community. And you have friends, you have advocates, and you have fighters here at 4950 Fountain.
A lot of progress already made on day one of demolition. One church member telling me demolition set to take about 10 days. The church did have all of the stained glass removed before the demolition started, knowing they want to use it in the new building they're going to put here at this exact same location. In Fountain Park, Shoshana Stahl, First Alert 4.